Hey there, folks. Uh, Tonight, I've got a thought experiment for you. Something to get you thinking about things we generally don't want to think about. Uh, this does tangentially involve uh, the subject of sexuality and the subject of children in a in a way. So this is your trigger warning. This might fuck with your head a bit. And it's a sensitive subject in today's society. Uh, so that's your warning. Now here's the thought experiment. Imagine a culture where the age of consent is 30. 30 years old. And this is an age of consent that's set in stone. Anyone 30 or older who has sex with anyone 29 or 30, younger than 30, is considered a pedophile, a pervert, a horrible person who took advantage of a younger person who was not yet old enough to consent. Uh, and the presumption would be that this was a victimizing situation and could be nothing else. What would we say to these people in defense of the way we do things? Because remember, from their point of view, we're a bunch of perverts. Horrible perverts. The fact that we let people as young as 18 years old have sex with people who are over 30 is an abomination. It would They would react to us like we'd react to a culture where the age of consent was 9, and that's being generous. So they sure as hell wouldn't think much of us. But what would we think of them? How would we defend our line in the sand? The truth is, age of consent is a very slippery subject. It is hard to define why we do what we do, why we set it to 18. What do we say about times when it was like 12? Basically, if it coincided exactly with the onset of puberty. What do we say about that? Like, how would we convince them that at the very least, if we can't convince them that 18 makes sense, at the very least, how would we convince them that we're not horrible perverts? What would we say? We couldn't back it up scientifically because it's really more of a cultural assumption than anything else. It works in the sense that it gives us a line in the sand, and it gives us some place to to start. But are we so sure that if it was 16 or even 30, something horrible would happen? What is the magical thing that happens between those two ages of 16 and 18 that somehow makes it so that someone can sorry, can consent to sex and have it not be rape? The answer is nothing. The only one you can justify biologically is having it be at puberty. You know, if you can reproduce sexually, providing either side of it, then you can say, well, there, now you're a sexual thing. Other than that, how will we defend it? What will we say to those people where the age of consent is 30? Food for thought. I thought I'd just stir up the pot a little tonight. I'll talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye.